Good afternoon, guys. I just wanted to check in and see if you guys live in cities or areas where the dentists are doing tongue-tie procedures, or if you're waiting anxiously for them to get back on. And I also want to talk to you a little bit about what we can be doing for these little babies to help them with eating and latching and gag. As you guys know, a lot of the body workers and therapists on Instagram and of course Facebook and the ones that do a lot of education really believe that it's important for babies to have a little bit of pre-therapy before they do the release. And so this is a great opportunity for you to really reach out and learn all the different things that you can be doing before the baby does have the release to prepare them optimally for what's to come. You don't have to be suffering and just waiting for these doctors to get back to work. There's a lot of things that you can do in the meantime that we are going to go over today. As you guys know, a lot of the body workers and therapists on Instagram and of course Facebook and the ones that do a lot of education really believe that it's important for babies to have a little bit. As you guys know, a lot of the body workers and therapists on Instagram and of course Facebook and the ones that do a lot of education really believe that it's important for babies to have a little bit. As you guys know, a lot of the body workers and therapists on Instagram and of course Facebook and the ones that do a lot of education really believe that it's important for babies to have a little bit. Okay guys, I did my workout and I changed and showered and we're ready to roll. And so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about pre-op care and why it's so important. And I'm actually going to review steps that one of my mentors and colleagues talked about. Robin Walsh. She is local here in New Jersey and she's incredible. And I've learned so much from following her and working with her. And to be honest, she helped me when my son also had a tongue tie. So the reasons that we want to do pre-op care is that basically it initially helps to determine if you even need to get the release done. So, you know, we can stretch and strengthen the muscles and the fascia and everything that's in and around the jaw, but we cannot actually cut the tongue. That is needed to be done surgically. And so we do look at that and make sure that it's even. So the other thing that we talk about too is just training in general. And I'm a physical therapist. I went through a lot of school and we were not taught about tongue ties at all in school. It was something that we did training on after. Look at function, and we have to look at so many of the other signs and symptoms, and that's what helps to determine if the diagnosis is actually a tongue tie or not. It's a postgraduate type of training, and it's the same thing for pediatricians, dentists, chiropractors, ENTs, unless you do specific training for tongue ties and you learn the signs, the symptoms, how to diagnose it, how to assess for it, then you won't know that you don't know. So a lot of times a pediatrician will say, oh, that baby can stick its tongue out. There's no tongue tie. But that is not in itself valid because we look. So when we see the babies, what we try to do is really optimize the mouth, the tongue, the jaw, the neck, everything for release. So once the baby is released, there's a lot less work to be done. A lot of this, when you do beforehand, really helps the parents as well as the babies. So not only do we help to release that fascia in order to optimize what the dentist or the doctor is going to do, but we also teach the parent, teach the child the activities and the stretches that are needed when it's a low stress environment, when it's a calm time, when you can get into the baby's mouth. This also allows the baby to get used to you being in their mouth to prevent any kind of aversions, because the number one side effect of the tongue tie release is actually a decrease or a drop in their ability to feed. It's short-lived and it doesn't last long, but when we teach them and we get them used to hands being in their mouth, All right, so now you know why we need to do this pre-op care, but what you really want to know is what it is that we do. So we do a lot of education to help train babies and the parents on different things that you could do to make things better for the release. So we can make postural changes, we can make oral changes, we can make facial changes, we can make functional changes, lots of different things to prepare the baby so that when they are released, they get great results. Okay, one of my favorite things to do is tummy time. So you should be putting your baby on their belly from the first day they come home from the hospital, and most are. So you just do this a I also can't say this enough. You want to limit the time that a baby spends in a container. A bouncy, a swing, a car seat, the mamaroo, a snoo, the stroller. All those things that have seatbelts or strap a baby in are going to prevent your baby from improving. It's really important that you understand that. It's really, really important. You have to let your baby naturally move. A baby who has been in utero for 9 months is a little bit stiff and tight, and naturally, just with movement, they will stretch out over the course of 2-3 weeks after birth. For some reason, children that have tongue ties have a harder time stretching out. So when you strap them down, you are limiting them and preventing them. So lastly, I just want to talk about, we also start doing activities and exercises to get the tongue moving better. This helps so that once the tongue is released, a baby can quickly figure out how to open their mouth wider, how to latch without pain, without clicking, and efficiently transfer milk from mom. It's really important to do some suck training, and that takes a little bit of neuro. Talking more about this, and you guys are always free to DM me. I check my own DMs. And if you want more information, just reach out. This is a topic I'm very passionate about, and I love helping moms and babies and more. So I was saying that suck training is a great way to help your baby figure out the muscle memory that's required in order to efficiently feed from mom. And I will be, more importantly, it actually helps me as a physical therapist for pediatrics and development flag babies that may have issues that could cause them trouble later down the line, and addressing them early really helps and literally can reverse everything and completely change the course of a baby's development. So don't ignore it, trust your mommy instinct, and let's do this.